Hi, so now there is a new way of checking blood sugar that I'd like to share on my channel. Instead of testing your blood sugar on your finger and then putting it on a meter on a little stick, which costs, anywhere from like $1 per stick. And if you want to test more than a couple times a day, that can get really expensive. So there's this new thing. There's different kinds. This one is called Freestyle Libre. Probably some people have already heard of this. So inside this box, you have a few devices. Okay. So first you have these alcohol swabs for your arm. So you want to open one of those. And then clean the arm you want to use with some alcohol in the general area of where I'm going to put this thing. Okay. And then I'm going to let it dry. Now what the device actually looks like is, I have an old one here. It looks like this. And on the other side, the part that goes in your arm is this little, like a little flexi tab thing here. It kind of bends. You can see that. And basically it just would go in your arm and it would stay there. It's like a sensor. But this one is an old one. It doesn't quite go in quite that easily, because there is going to be a needle that attaches to this to get this little flex tab to go in your arm. And you have these two devices. So what you start with is this here. Peel this back. Okay, that's what that is. I'm just going to put this down for a second. And then you have this device, which just has a cover that you snap off. This part's no good anymore. So you take this and then the other part and you put them together. You have to line it up with the ends here. So you take this little black mark right there and you line it up with this little open curved mark here. So I'm just going to do that. And once they're lined up, you just click it together. Okay? So now, this part that had the needle in is no longer useful. This is the main part. This has the needle in it now, and the sensor. So what I'm going to do now that this is dry is line it up on my arm. You see the needle. So I'm just going to line this up to where I want it to go. Sometimes I have to pull it back a little. Alright. So probably about there. And 1, 2, 3, you just hold it and click it. And you don't really usually feel a thing. And you can just kind of take it out. And this is no longer useful. And now I have this sensor in my arm. And it didn't really hurt at all. I didn't feel anything. So that will be good for 2 weeks. And I'm going to show you the device that I use to scan it. And so what you do with this little device is that it's going to take an hour before it actually scans, because it has to register. But you have this little device here, kind of like a blood glucose tester like I had before, but instead of sticking strips in here and testing your blood sugar, Freestyle Libre, you turn it on, you set a new sensor, you scan it, and it vibrates and beeps, and it tells me that in 60 minutes I'll be able to get a reading on here. So I can just turn it off. It's only one button. Turns off. So when I can actually get a reading on here, I can come back and show you what it is. But yeah, this stays on for about 2 weeks, and then I would just peel it off and replace the next one on the other arm. Every 2 weeks. So I'll be back in in about an hour to show you what the reading will be once it's able to scan. Alright, so it's been an hour and I'm back, and we're going to check to see what the result is. First I want to check on the old blood pressure or blood sugar monitor and just see if it's accurate or not. So here are the old test strips. And oh no, I ran out. So. Stick this in the old meter. Prick my finger again. And we get 15.0. You can see. Okay. Alright, so now if we use the new one with this machine, Just want to show you that the sensor is still here. This will actually work through clothing as well, so that's kind of cool. So you just have to press the button and scan your arm. And it automatically gives you a reading. So this was 16 and the other one here was 15. And just before I did this video, I checked it quickly and it was 14 going up. So you can see how there's a little arrow right there. When that little arrow shows up, it means it's rising quickly. And if it was going down, it means it was falling quickly. It's kind of like north and south. But if it was going east straight ahead, it means it was stable. So if it was stable, I would have had the same result on this meter as I did on the other tester. But since it says it's going up quickly, that's why it pretty much jumped up from the time I took a test strip to the time that I checked this. It went up a whole degree. Now if it was going northeast, it means it would only be rising slowly, and southeast would be falling slowly. So I can check this as many times as I want. Just press a button, scan my arm, keep checking as many times as I want all day long, and it doesn't cost the cost it would cost to keep using test strips. It's pretty much free to be using for the whole 2 weeks now. And I bought it for about $20, so it's $20 every 2 weeks, so about $40 a month. And of course, like if I were to buy these test strips, it'd be like 50 test strips for probably $50. So I can only use maybe a couple a day. And this I can just keep scanning over and over again, so it's much more convenient. Push a button, scan your arm. Alright, so that's the end of my video for testing blood sugars with the Freestyle Libre test strips. So far it's been good. This is the third one that I've stuck in my arm. No issues with it. I forget that it's there. You can shower with it. It's waterproof. You can swim with it to a certain depth of water, I think 30 meters or something like that. And nothing really negative to say about it. I'm probably going to keep using them. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Also wanted to say that using this Freestyle Libre with the arrows that tell you what direction your blood sugar is going in is also more convenient than the regular blood sugar tester monitors, because it doesn't tell you if it's rising or falling. And this one kind of tells you a prediction, so you can kind of know where it's going ahead of time, so you can react more quickly. So if it was heading down quickly, I'd know that I'm going down from a 4 down to 0 pretty quick, other than the other one where if it just said a 4, I wouldn't know if it was rising or falling. So much better. Thanks for watching.